Hey everybody, Chrissie here, and I am going to share with you today how to make these two cards. So the second one here I actually did off camera, but I used some similar techniques that I'm going to show you on camera. The first thing I did was I scored some of this cardstock. These pieces that I'm showing you, the cardstock, the front panel cardstock, and the envelope are all part of the Brutus Monroe Slimline collection. So you can see what it looks like when it's finished. So for the actual panel, I did trim it down 1/4 of an inch total on, it'd be like 1/8 of an inch on the four sides, or equaling 1/4 top and bottom and left and right, just because I want a little bit of white to show through on that bottom base. So then I took just some green ink here and I adhered one of the Brutus Monroe new stencils to it. I just kind of tapped it on. I wanted it to be light. I also wanted it to be like an ombre effect. So I wanted it darker at the top, slowly fading to the bottom, but overall I didn't want it really, really dark. So it was really, really light-handed as I did this. And I did secure this down with purple tape. But I want to remind you, you can totally use pixie spray. I just grabbed the tape because it was at arm's reach for me. So you can just see I'm going in and I'm kind of blending it. Sometimes I kind of tap off. I have a paper towel there. I do kind of tap off my ink on the paper towel if I feel it's needed. This ink is kind of starting to wear down a little bit. I think I need to refill it a tad. So I really didn't have to worry about adding too much. Actually had to add a little bit more. So then I took my Easy-Cut Adhesive. So this stuff is great if you're not familiar with it. Basically, it turns anything into a sticker. So I had a couple pieces here that I just kind of pieced together, and then I'm going to trim the excess off. So it's really cool because now as soon as I'm going to die cut, you're going to see. And then once the die cut is done, all I do is peel the release tape off the back, and then everything is a sticker. So I don't have to worry about, for some of those intricate dies, kind of getting anything, like getting those pieces out, getting the glue in the little pieces. Also, I did the exact same thing with the front. So you can see that I did it a second time. That was not a mistake. That was intentional. So I'm going to burnish some foil onto the front of this piece of cardstock. So remember, we have the easy cut on the back, easy cut on the front, and now I peeled off that release tape on the front and I'm just burnishing some foil in there. I just kind of thought this might be a little bit simpler and quicker to show too, that you don't always need to have a laminator to add foil on. So obviously you can, but for this, I just want to show easy cut, super simple. And I didn't use the frame and everything like that. Really, all I was looking for was those actual ornament pieces. So I didn't have easy cut all the way across. I didn't even die cut it all the way properly. But obviously, you can use the die fully, and it's a nice, perfect panel-sized die when you're done, and you can have that as the whole front of the card, and it would be really cute. So as you can see, this is what I'm saying here. You just peel it off, and now I have sticky on the back of all of those pieces. So I don't have to worry about trying to get my tape runner in there or liquid glue or anything like that. It sticks right on, and once it's on though, it is on because this stuff really sticks. So make sure when you're positioning it, you position it in the right place. And I'm just going to trim off the excess. So a little tip that I have too is always try to go a little bit bigger and then trim the excess down later. Otherwise, sometimes stuff doesn't match up and it can be a real headache for you. So that's why I left the edges of everything. I didn't trim everything down first. I trimmed it after. So now I just added a little sentiment on there that says holiday wishes, and that's just from Whimsy stamps. I thought it would be really cute. And I am just adhering the card to assemble everything. And then I decided, you know what, a matching envelope would be fun. So this one will probably get mailed, so I kind of had to be a little bit careful. I know the post office can be a little bit picky with their regulations. So lots of times when I do decorate envelopes, if I go all out, it's not going to be one that's going to be mailed. But for this one, I decided one little ornament on there should not be a problem. So I just did the same thing, darker top, lighter at bottom. So everything matched perfectly. So the other one, I did the exact same thing, but I also used some flock and then I just pieced it back in. So thank you so much for stopping by today, and I hope you have a great day.